Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time.
Friday, July 7th, and we're talking about trending topics.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yes, girl. That's unique.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's unique. That's unique.
Yes! No, wait.
Queens is in the building, y'all.
Yo, Moochie, can I get that theory, please? Let me get that theory. You know what I mean? I need that theory right now. I don't need it tomorrow. I don't need it Wednesday. I don't need it Friday. I need that theory right now.
You know, black girls don't really have to do stuff like that. What we gotta do is take naps and moisturize. And we pretty much good to go.
Right.
Hey y'all, what's up everybody? What's up? You got MOOCHILLA'S reviews, so hit the hammer because you came through. It's trivia. We're gonna be talking about trivia right now. Not trivia, what am I saying? Trending topics. We got a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff done happen. We got people getting indicted and all sorts of things going on. So I'm gonna bring my crew in. We're gonna have a we're gonna have a discussion. So it might be a little bit of debating here going on, but we're gonna have fun with it, y'all. I am Moochie, and this is MOOCHILLA'S Reviews. So let's get into it, y'all. Put me up in that algorithm. Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl. All right, so let me bring my people in. Detroit,
What up, though?
in. Inga, what's up?
Oh, hey, y'all. What's going on?
All right, so
I'm here.
On the
Hey,
screen, I know
fellow.
y'all got some stuff too that we're gonna be talking about. It's Rico and relationships.
Uh-oh.
So, where y'all want to start? Do y'all want to start with all these people getting arrested? And what do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts behind it? Do y'all want to start with that, or do y'all want to start with? We'll go with the relationships last. So let's start with this whole Rico thing that's going on. There's been a couple of indictments this week, and people have been getting arrested for deletion for hire, racketeering charges, and extortion, and other amongst other things. Okay, so let me hold on, let me bring this out, and let me start with the first one. So Big U, you know, I didn't know. I just found out his son played for the what is it? The
LA Chargers.
Yeah. So I didn't know that his son played for the Chargers.
I didn't know anything about it.
I
don't keep up with Big U. So.
He's probably thrown in the mix of this, and this ain't even on him. I feel bad for the son. That's the only person I feel bad for.
Oh yeah, the son. He ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, but you know what else? His friend. It was his friend that he took out.
The rapper, right?
Yup, the rapper was his friend. So
allegedly.
Yeah, so allegedly. Well, that's what was said. It's also alleged that the son has been cooperating. So who knows?
Dang.
So I'm just saying, it's alleged, but that's what has been said. Let me go back to the article. I hope I ain't delete this damn article because I was doing so much. Okay, so he's been alleged LA leader. So now they charging him as the gang leader. So with that, well, it's not okay. This is Alleged LA Crips leader Big U charged in indictment alleging mafia-like crimes.
And Storton.
Mm-hmm. So all of that check-in stuff that they was doing, you can't do that. You can't do that. And then what got him jammed up is people talking on these doggone podcasts. I don't know what's going
Always
on
running
with
their
y'all.
mouth. I don't understand. Grown men, almost 50, 60-year-old men. Why they running their mouth?
I want to know why would you go on here and talk about stuff you got away with? You got away with it. And it's like you bragging about, like, you know how a high school kid brags about their glory days if they played sports?
It's the same, like Keefy D. It's the same thing. Like, why are you running your mouth? You know what I'm saying? You got away with it, right or wrong or indifferent, but you got away with it. Move on. You know what I'm saying? Why are you talking about it? You at 50, 60 something years old.
I just don't understand that. And let me go to. I gotta bring up the next page.
Well, Big U was talking about it. Well, not like them though, but it is a clip out there. Him talking about you got to check in if you're gonna film a movies and stuff.
He
Like,
did
what are you
say
doing
that.
that for? That
Yes,
he been saying that for years.
He's
To check in
for years. So it's like you doing all of that. Y'all ain't on the corner. Y'all on YouTube.
I can see if these young guys, like in their teens and 20s, maybe 30s. I can see the young guys because they stupid, teens, 20s, 30s. But over 50 years of age, 60 something years old.
You been caught up before?
Yeah, he did like what, 20 years?
Yes, 20 something. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm not understanding. Like,
I don't feel no sympathy for him. Not me.
What did it though was them clowns that no jumper up there telling everything. I mean, that ain't helped neither. That didn't help, man.
Yeah, Brillo, he's a grandfather. Like, why the heck you talking, running your mouth? I don't understand.
I just can't figure that out for the life of me. That they got on a public forum and talked about stuff like this.
Some say that Big U deserved to go to jail, to prison.
I'm not down with that. Especially if
I ain't feeling sorry for him.
The hustle thing.
I'm glad you brought that up, Moochie, because I always had my good eyeball on the fact that he might be behind or know something, some shape, form, or fashion about Nipsey Hussle. That I always felt that way.
What's up, DeMarcus? What's up, Brillo?
DeMarcus, what up?
Hey, Sally.
And yeah, I always felt that way. That he knows something. Like what degree? I don't know. I ain't saying it. I'm just saying that he either knows something, he's involved in some shape, form, or fashion. Look, I've always felt that way about about the Nipsey thing.
Didn't go on here talking about it. He was talking too. So they just was. They'll let you. Once they get like a little sniff or something, they're gonna say let's sit back and build our case. And that's just what they did. Come on, we be watching all of these shows. We see how stuff is getting built on these shows. Right. And that's TV.
Yeah.
These are all the people that was indicted. So it's women too. So
that's one woman right there.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. If anybody,
that's one woman on the right hand side or whatever like that.
It's just one below her
two of them actually. Yeah. Dang.
Now, okay, let me ask this, Moochie, you being a woman, that are you ride or die like that for the man? You gonna go to prison hold him down like that?
Heck no. Heck no.
Yeah, I know I won't. I know I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing all of this. No. I might put money on your books, but that's about it.
That's about all I'm doing.
I might send you a package, but that's about it.
Them two
Maybe
chicks they affiliated
that's
though.
about it. I doubt that though. It's
They gained affiliated though. Once they gain affiliated, you know what I mean? Some of them females go harder than some dudes.
Right.
They got a lot to
it ain't
prove.
only no jumper, Brillo. They need to stop messing with Vlad. They need to stop going on both of these dudes' shows.
And I'm gonna tell y'all better keep y'all good eye on that Whack 100. I don't trust him even.
Yeah, it's just like a lot going on. Like somebody, it's just a lot going on.
What's the dude name on the wire? The basehead guy on the wire that used to get information to the cops.
Bubbles.
Yeah,
Bubbles.
I think that's Whack 100, man. Cause he be predicting stuff that before it happened, man. I'm like, dog, how are you getting this paperwork and how are you predicting this stuff?
He was talking one time. I wish I could find this thing where he was talking. He was saying "we" like he's the police too.
Yeah.
So you know he kind of telling on himself too. Allegedly.
I mean, this is in the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
I don't know none of these people. Neither do I. I'm just gossiping.
Me neither. Me neither. Though I don't know him.
Look, I'm just saying. Did you hear? Did you hear? Do you know? Allegedly, this happened. This is what we are all saying. You know, let me run my little disclaimer before somebody be trying to do some nonsense.
Allegedly.
Like
we don't know nothing.
We don't know these people.
Hashtag we don't know these people. That's my motto.
We don't know these people. We just talk.
That's gotta be
these people.
That's got to be in my intro, Moochie. Hashtag I don't know these people.
Know these people. Yeah.
This is the update of the water cooler talk. So if we were all working in the office, we would be talking about this at the water cooler. I'm just saying. It we do our little recaps and then we talk about little current events, and that's that.
The paperwork is out there though.
I just feel like
and it's open for everybody to see. You can Google the paperwork.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
to me, they need to stop going on these shows, and it's a lot of people that's middle aged that wants to talk about how tough they was back in the day.
It seemed to me after you done got past that life, why do you want to talk about on podcasts? Why you want to write a book like how Keefe did? He wrote a book about what happened that night with the Tupac thing. Like, why do you want to go back and relive? If you got away with something, let it be done with. I even have a problem with the Italians doing like what's his name? Sonny the Bull and all that. Well, he run his mouth all the time. Like, I don't understand. Like, you done with it. I don't understand what the talking for.
He snitched though, so
he's still talking too.
He's still talking. He's still talking.
I do want to cover that documentary that he did though. I watched it, and
I ain't never finished it. I gotta go back and finish.
That one was crazy.
Where is it at?
It's on Max.
Max.
It just came out
about a month ago, I think.
Yeah,
it's been about a month, maybe. Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's a whole bunch of people. I mean, I ain't pointing one or two or three people. It's a lot of them, like, especially when they get older. They get over 50 and up. 50, 60, 70, 80. Why are you running your mouth? You got done. You did your time. You did whatever you did. Like, come home and just be a regular citizen and be quiet and shut up.
That's
like, dang.
I'm not getting, like, why would you go up here? Okay, it's called The Sons of Ecstasy. That's what the documentary is called. Hold on, let me share.
Okay. They got his daughter and Karen and the son.
And this is when they was in, after he relocated and he went under witness protection. And this is a sidebar, y'all. I know this wasn't on the docket for us to talk about, but it opened the doorway to it. So well,
he's one of the ones just like the rest of them run their mouth. He's been running his mouth for years. He's been on a lot of podcasts too, a lot of people's platforms.
He got his own podcast.
He got his own podcast
too. Yeah, this is what it's called. The Sons of Ecstasy. So it's like Sons of Anarchy, but they changed it to Ecstasy.
Yeah, well, because the last time they got busted, it was because of ecstasy ring they was running.
Yeah, and
Karen, the daughter, and the
It was,
son,
it was
they
the
was
daughter.
running.
It wasn't even him. It was his kids.
it was
It
his
was his
son. It was his
kids.
son
It
Yeah,
that
was
did
his
it.
son, not his
yeah,
daughter, his son. But they all got jammed up in it because they was
yeah.
caught on the wiretaps.
They was still, yeah,
Right,
but
and they
yeah, I
wanted, and they
mean, but
wanted, and they
Karen
wanted to
still
get.
probably was doing something though too. I ain't putting nothing past her. She probably was doing something.
Sammy Wood wasn't really doing nothing though. But after a while, they just wanted him. They like, yo, you know what I mean? We just gonna take you in because you the bigger name, and then bam, that's what
Right,
happened.
right, 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 right. To being a bigger name, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand either. I'm trying to figure out why would you go on here? But Sally got a good comment. She said, I think they talk out of their insecurities and wanted to feel important and relevant again. I agree with you. I totally agree with you because
Right.
they probably was the big man around the way, and now they see that they getting older, and it's like they want to talk about how they used to be. Y'all youngest don't know how to do it. You know, back in my day, it's
Yeah,
like
back
what
in my day. Yeah, that happens all the time. We see that with people all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What
hit
about
that like button.
what?
Subscribe.
What about all these when they come home, they can't never shut their mouth. Just like I hate to do this, but like Meech, like bruh, you home, you ain't gotta show you ain't gotta do no internet stuff, man. Don't show no jewelry, don't show no money. Just take a picture with your family and do your little time in the halfway house, and then everything gets good. But he can't never do that right. They never could.
But this
His
been
thing
going
went
on
left.
for so long. This been happening now. This ain't nothing new. With people run their mouth like that. This been going on for a minute now.
I
Yeah,
know.
but yeah, Inga, but why they can't just like when you come home, just stay low.
Yeah, I don't understand why. No, I'm agreeing with you. I don't understand why. But I
I
mean, but
was
this ain't nothing new. Like whatever Meech and or any Big U or any of these other people doing, we've seen this play out before with people. So,
Inga, take RC's question.
are they doing these interviews for money or they just talking for no reason? Probably both. But yeah, they getting some money. They getting some money in their
Oh yeah, they
pocket.
getting
But
some
probably
money.
both. Especially the ones on Vlad, because Vlad pay people. So
Yup.
especially the Vlad ones.
Oh, they
Yeah.
definitely getting some money.
Yeah. Especially the ones on Vlad more than anybody. I don't know if everybody can afford to pay. Vlad can though. So if those who come on there, he paying people. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what's y'all take on okay, it's another that wasn't the only set of people that was indicted either. Let me come back to here.
It was a whole bunch of people. It had a whole list of people.
They had we saw the whole list of people, but I'm talking about in different states and different things that was going on. You had these two with well, you know, Yo Gotti, he basically is getting. I think he's gonna be on some deletion for hire too with this one, right? With Young Dolph, he's
Hmm.
connected to this. They're figuring that they putting the pieces together, and as well as Yella Beezy and Mo3.
Yeah, see,
He's
I
out
don't even
on
listen to
bail
these
though.
people's music, but I hear about it on the internet, but I don't listen to their music.
Oh, oh, my
What
bad.
about you? You listen to any of their music?
I used to listen to Gotti though.
I listened to I heard Mo3's music, but I only heard his music after he passed.
All right, Mo3 was talented though. It's just the fact that
Yellow
he gone.
Beezy, I heard his music.
I've heard all their names before, but do I sit around and listen to my phone or on my TV or something? Listen, no, I'm not in their demographic, but I'm aware of who everybody is just because their names float around on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now I know this is a sidebar. Is Angela Simmons still fooling with Gotti?
I think so.
Yeah.
She
Um.
better.
Oh,
I
she's
don't
still
understand
getting
why she want to be. You didn't come from that life. Your daddy is not that life. So why are you trying to always date these gangster type dudes?
Oh, let me say this though. Gotti ain't really saying much though, and he playing it smart because his music don't talk about none of that stuff in his music. So he kind of playing it the right way. He not on the internet talking neither. So Gotti is actually playing it smart.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If you really think about it, because as of right now, they don't have nothing on him. Because if you think about it, his brother died. That has something to do, allegedly has something to kind of do with
Yeah, allegedly.
it has something allegedly has something to do with what's his name, Young Dolph. He
Mm-hmm.
gone now, so that's a I hate to be mean about it, but that's a loose end right there. That's gone. You can't question him because he gone.
Right.
Yeah, and he
That's
was
all.
speaking out at a funeral.
Yeah, so
This was
it's a
crazy.
wrap.
It's a lot. This was very volatile.
Yeah.
The way this was done, especially how Dolph got taken out, and a lot of stuff now is on cameras. Y'all, I don't know, these young boys, y'all can't get away with all of this stuff. It's like cameras everywhere. You want it's somebody gonna see you, and now they bringing out that I even though they say they don't do it, they are bringing out facial recognition. You ain't gonna be able to get away with nothing soon. So
But let
Mhm.
me say this though, none
that's
of
how
these
I like
people
dope.
really is none of these people is like innocent lambs who was just standing around living,
Mhm.
doing nothing, and they just got taken out. All these people had stuff going on in their life. You know what I mean? Dolph, all of them. They none of them was
None
no
of them was innocent.
innocent.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Was
you
in
know what I'm
that life.
saying? I'm not saying they deserve to be deleted. They got families, kids, mamas, dads, all that. And it's still tragic. They belong to somebody, but it's not like they was just some nice young man sitting around and then it's got unalive for no reason. Like it's a history behind them as to why things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. But either way, it's still tragic. But this is what the government wants. And I don't shouldn't go down this rabbit hole, but this is what they want. Y'all
Oh
unalive each
yeah.
other. Y'all unalive each other so that way we ain't got to do it. We just sit back. The government could be behind a whole bunch of this kind of stuff like this. It's been going on since the Black Panther days and other
There
stuff
you
too.
go.
So I mean, I guess I look deep into it like that. That's
All right. So I'm gonna look. Hold on. I'm gonna put my conspiracy hat on.
hmm
Okay.
right.
Do y'all think that this was orchestrated thing by the government?
Talking about all this with
Because
BU.
look, I'm gonna give it to y'all like this. Do y'all think this was an orchestrated thing all the way from Bill Cosby? Because I'm going with these is all people that got a lot of all people like this that got a decent amount of money.
Mm.
Dolph had a lot of real estate. Same thing
Dolphin.
with Nipsey. He had a lot of real estate. He had real estate they wanted.
Well, also, if you're sitting there telling people, other other black folks, that how to turn their life around, get their credit together, get their life together, go to school, whatever. If you're trying to do the right thing by people, they'll find a reason to get rid of you. No, you can't be doing that. Oh no, we don't want people to be smart and get themselves together. We need to keep them downtrodden and need us. So I
Can
don't
I
know.
let me say one thing now. I hope nobody don't get upset what I'm about to say, but Young Dolph, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Didn't deserve to die too, you know what I mean? Too young, had business and stuff like that. But he wasn't innocent neither. He kept the beef going on with Young Gotti when Young Gotti wasn't even dissing him, was telling him to chill, and other people when he was dissing Black Youngster. And he had every opportunity, like, you know what, man, forget it. I got my money, whatever like that. Let me just go ahead and just squash this beef with both of these dudes, even though I don't want to do no business. I'm gonna squash it. I'm getting out of Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm gonna just go ahead somewhere and live in Chicago or New York or somewhere, LA, and just just get out, get my family up out of there if I can. And he was still being live today. Some of these people be making the beef go on when they could just sit there and just leave it alone. You ain't got to keep talking about it no more. Y'all don't
Right,
get along. Just stop dissing them. You know what I
right.
mean? If y'all can sit there and find some way how to shake hands, even if you still can't stand them, y'all could just sit there and shake hands, and y'all could just move along. Just show your city, Memphis, because you got the power to do this. Y'all two inspired so, I mean, he was an actor too, but like y'all both rap. Everybody love y'all music in Memphis, Tennessee. Y'all could have went on camera with the mayor, squash y'all beef, hugged it out and say, stop the violence, and then you could have made a change in your community.
I
But
agree.
Why you can't be doing things like Master P doing? Master P ain't going back and forth with people. He has so beyond that. He's trying to bring, change to his people, bring programs, help kids, financial literacy. Like I'm not saying they wasn't doing it or they not doing it, whatever case. I'm saying I kept hearing more about beef than good things you're doing. And I'm sure they were doing good things,
mhm,
but like even though I don't listen to their music and I'm not their demographic, but
Hmm.
every time I click on my damn phone, I hear negative. So yeah, they're not innocent. Yeah, he didn't
mm-mm,
deserve. Nobody deserves to die. So that, but they're not innocent.
mm-mm.
They're not innocent people. It's not like they just some innocent bystander mind his business. And no, it's a reason behind all these things. Let's start. People don't like to start from the beginning. They go to the end of the book.
Yeah,
Start from the beginning as to what happened. What led up to that.
Right.
I,
That's a
I,
fact.
I'm. It's just now. This is the time that we don't need to be going at each other, and a lot of things I feel like is put into play to make us go at each other. Just like how
Mhm.
they was keeping the men going, the men and the women arguing about relationships. I feel
Terrible.
like
So,
that's especially. I feel like they don't want black people to unite, so they are
Yeah.
making it hard. But however, we are all on one accord with certain things now lately, which I'm.
mhm.
What are y'all thoughts about that?
I do
About
think but you talking about like look, whether it's relationships or not, but they do they love it when we're going back and forth. You do not hear this. I know the other communities, they got their issues too, and we're
Mhm.
not a part of their world, so I don't know all the stuff, but you just don't hear about it like we hear about our stuff all the time.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
you
agree.
don't hear about it. I don't hear, especially when it comes to music. I don't hear country artists going back and forth with each other, even if I don't like you. Look, I'm sure Dolly Parton don't like Willie Nelson, but they ain't beefing on the damn internet about it and going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't shooting nobody. I just use that for an example. But I'm
No,
just
I
saying
get what
that
you're saying.
yeah, they just you just don't hear about a lot of this stuff like we be doing, and even the relationship thing. Women, oh my God, don't even get me on with the black women. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all got to stop this. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so bitter and hateful all the time. Like, just stop. Instead
Can,
of,
man, ain't about to make me cook because I was just relaxing, enjoying this
yeah, we
weather.
gonna
But
get there. I mean, I know y'all still on this right.
Megan
I
about
know
to
y'all
get me
still here,
wild.
right? And I don't even feel all that good, but I'm about to
Ain't
get.
gonna be good. Ain't about to turn
You know
me
what I'm saying?
up. I
And
gotta
that's
say
why the
it,
women.
man.
That's why some of the women unsubscribe to me. That's why some of them don't like me, and I'm fine with that. I wish them the best. You know, but it just, but I just, you got to stop this always hating on them. If you don't, I know we ain't on that part yet. This is stick with these two
Let,
brothers. Yeah,
let
I
me
mean,
get, let me say, let me do one thing. Like, at least give me like a minute to
go ahead.
rebuttal what my sister Inga said because she cooking and ain't much for me to say about this. Honestly, I think I'm just speaking as a man. I think as us man, we in the '90s, in the '80s, and it's factual. We like me and Brillo said all the time. We are like the people. Some of the men that failed some of they kids because they was too busy hustling, selling selling the work and not being there for they daughter and being there for their kids. Some of that stuff has something to do with the government though, because Reagan with the drug situation. But the men are trying doing the best. I'm honestly the men are doing a great job of black men. I actually are doing a great job being there for their son, being there for their daughter. Yes, they made mistakes and cheating is never right, but like, can they get some type of grace or whatever like that? Like, honestly, like, cause nobody's perfect in this world. And I think, like, not saying not y'all black woman, y'all not hard on. I'm not that far rock with y'all because y'all not hard on us. But I just think some black women are just too hard on black men. But they give other races a pass because if you think about it, you could do the numbers. Shoot, you talking about black men cheating? They cheat in every race. A Dominican man cheat like crazy. A Puerto Rican man cheat like crazy, and we know how white men are. They are super crazy. So that's all I gotta say about that. I think we just need to. The people just got to stop this gender war, and I think they making a lot of money off that too. That's why YouTube and other places and TV shows promote it because it makes money. Reality
Yeah,
shows makes billions of dollars off that.
yeah, I agree with you. It's drama. It's
Mm-hmm.
drama, and people want to look. People just want to see what's going on. Nosy people. I'm nosy, so
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Drama sells, and then you got a man on TV acting a fool, and then you got a bitter woman that get, you know what I mean, they look at that type of stuff. I'm telling the audience for reality shows are not married woman, it's not woman that's not bitter,
Most
it's
of them
what.
are.
Go
Don't
ahead
go.
and go ahead and no, go
No, I'm
ahead.
gonna say most of them. Look, I watch the reality shows. I ain't gonna act here and act like I'm better than
Mm-hmm.
anybody else. I do watch the Housewives of Atlanta and the Housewives of this or that. I look at it as entertainment. I be in here cooking, vacuuming, doing what I'm doing, and it's on the TV and I'm watching it. Yes, I do, but I don't take it serious and act like it's my, like it's the real life stuff. And people get too serious with it. They get too involved and too much. And most of the people that's watching it is either bitter
Yeah.
black women or gay men, feminine gay men.
Yes.
Feminine gay men, not the hard thug gay men. I'm talking about the feminine gay men. They the ones that's watching it. So, and those the ones that mostly doing the, talking about it. And yes, I'm nosy like anybody else. I like gossip and tea and all that. I listen to the people on the
Heck
internet.
yeah.
I'm not like immune to it. Like I like the gossip, but I don't take it serious. It's entertainment. I listen to it, but I'm going about my life. These people take this stuff so for real. These people getting paid. Half that stuff is scripted. Half that stuff is fake. So it ain't no such. I don't even know why they called it reality because it ain't no reality.
I feel like it's like wrestling, how wrestling used to be back in the day. Remember those people used to stay in character. If they didn't like each other, they wouldn't be seen with each other. I feel like that's how
that's what it is. Yeah. That's what
on the persona of wrestling with that. It's a work. You get
Let
what
me
I'm
see-
saying?
And same with politics too. You be seeing them fight. You be seeing them fighting on the TV with the politics on CNN.
When they
Behind the scenes, they smoking cigars, they drinking cognac, and they sitting back laughing at all our asses. So and they all in cahoots together. And I ain't saying every politician, but a lot of the politicians.
Let me say this though, right quick. Like we all like if straight man like me, Brillo, OT, your son Inga, your son Moochie. We watch reality shows. I watched the OG what's that? Love and Hip Hop New York. I watched the Atlanta when it was pretty good, and then I watched Basketball Wife will be the first season. Other than that, when it started getting too goofy and they started fighting over no reason and it started to look fake, I tapped out. I don't watch that no more. It's over with for that because it's fake.
You know when
I know it's fake. Even if I'm watching it, I know it's fake. It's not like I know it's like I think it's real. No, they had to keep drama going to keep the ratings going.
Yes.
So
I stopped watching once they started having them fight in evening gowns and all of that on stage because certain things it don't make us look good. Black women, it don't make us look good make us look good in a certain. They don't put us in a good light. I'll say it like that.
I gotta say this much before we move on. This is critical. What I say. You know what? That got something to do with this gender war. You know who playing a big part of this, and that's all drama. They don't have none positive. It's this number one, the Shade Room. Number two, Hollywood Unlocked. Number three, Spiritual World. Who else I can miss? The Jasmine Brand. All these blog sites that's ran by women, and they are immigrants too, and gay men that like to stir up drama. Just think about it. The Shade Room don't sit there and have no positive moments. They don't be lifting up black women. If anything, they dog black women and try to be funny with it.
Yeah, with Love and Hip Hop, I was done after Cardi B.
Oh
that's when I was like, you know what, I'm checking out from this too.
Oh my God.
I never really been into her really like that. I ain't hating on her, but I'm not.
Like her. I liked her after she got off of Love and Hip Hop. Cause she worked that hustle. She worked that.
Oh yeah, I give her that though. Now she definitely worked that hustle.
And a lot of them didn't.
Oh,
a lot of them was just ready to come back next year. She's like, I'm going to do this and then I'm out.
Yeah, she did
I,
one
Use
season.
it as a
Yeah.
stepping stone. A lot
Then
of
she did
people,
one, maybe 2 seasons. She was gone. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, she
I
did like
feel
2
like
seasons.
I think
I
2
feel like
seasons. Yeah.
I feel like she did it the way she did it. That's how you supposed to do it.
And I ain't mad at somebody getting their coin. Get your coin. I mean, do what you got to do. I ain't mad at it. I ain't but um, it's all a mess. It's all a mess. But the people just like to keep things going. And
Mhm.
there are a lot of good black men out here taking care of their families. There are a lot of good black men that's dedicated to their wives and their children. Not all men ain't shit. Not all
Yeah.
men ain't out here cheating. And if you do cheat, okay, I mean, I'm not saying that's right to do that, but damn, I mean, women gotta stop thinking like they all good and all the men is bad. Like that shit don't stink. They got problems. I know I got my damn flaws. How am I sit there and say that it's all the men and I'm sitting here and I got some shit going on with me, so but everybody got something to say about people's stuff, and yet their stuff be raggedy as hell in their house.
This bitterness though, like they not happy about, like I witnessed this. I said this one time when I had wish I happy Valentine's Day to the lady, and I said I remember seeing this, like she was cool with her friend when she was single, but when she found a good man, she started to hate on her. Well, he ain't it. He got 2 baby mamas. I'm like, bruh. So what if he got 2 baby mamas? If she love him for for he having 2 baby mamas, you should be happy for your friend. You only saying that because you're single. I think that's what happens when I'll be okay. Prime example, like let's say what I mean. Not saying like if Moochie sit there and get married, right? And just
Mhm.
one of your friends just sit there and she was all for you. Y'all used to hang out and everything. But when you started, found you a good man and stuff like that, and she started hating like he got like 3 baby daddies. Like, why are you reminding you that he has 3 baby? You don't care how many kids he got, so she should support you, right?
It's not gonna be like that. You always gonna have
Y-
one person in the friend.
Yeah,
This is why I always say you
And
keep
sometimes it
other
be out
women.
of concern, sometimes it be out of jealousy.
that's my point.
Well, I learned a long, long time ago. You keep other women out your business. You don't tell other women about your man. You don't be bringing your man around. You don't be promoting them all over the internet and all that stuff. You keep people out your business. You know what I'm
Out your
saying?
business
I
and out
don't
your
even
man.
Hmm.
care if you. I don't care if you're cheating around or whatever. Just that's your business. Keep
Hmm.
people out your business because that way they can't sit there and say, "Oh, you stupid, you this and that." Because that's all they want to do is sit there
Mhm.
talking bad about what you got going on. Keep people out your business. You know.
It's, remember, and before you go to the next thing, y'all remember when Nicki Minaj husband got found out to be the P word allegedly? I mean, I don't know. I want to put. I ain't getting to
Okay.
their business, but
Well, when the drama happened with her,
Yeah, yes. They was like, "Oh my God, Nikki, why you marry her?" I'm like, "Bruh, you cannot. That's what she want. If she want a man that had a past like that, it might seem kind of odd to some women, whatever like that. I even scratch my head about it, but I ain't gonna be sitting there cussing her out. I don't care. As long as this woman is happy, then that's her. That's all
Yeah,
I
it
gotta say
wouldn't. It
about
wouldn't
that.
be. I don't want to be with a man that got the There's a p. A p word. There's a p. But however, that's me. But I'm not. If that's what if she happy, I'm happy for her. If
All
that's what she
right.
want,
well,
God
look,
bless her.
I feel like, look, she had a choice. Either she was gonna be with a PD in the industry or a PD from around the way. Look, I'm just saying. Look,
That is, yeah.
allegedly.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Once all of this stuff started unraveling, I see why she's backed away from all of the industry dudes.
In
I'm not
some way,
saying picking him was the right choice, but it was
right?
her
No,
choice.
I mean I think you picking him was a bad choice, but
It was her
uh
choice.
that's her choice, yeah. And
You know,
also too, she come from a messed up background.
What
Sometimes it's all your brain is not working good because you don't know any better. So a lot of times women end up picking men. They looking for love in all the wrong places, as that old song goes. You just because you ain't have your daddy wasn't in your life, so you started picking all kind of men that's just looking for love. You see what Tamika had said? She said,
oh, what she say?
it's a funny comment. He
Oh,
said,
let me go.
sometimes it ain't hating though. I ain't missed yet when I warned a friend.
And sometimes you be really concerned for your friend.
Yeah.
And you be like, yo, I look, this dude is bad. He got a problem with his hands. I just saw you with a black eye the other day, and I helped you get rid of that.
But they will turn on you though, just like RC said. I saw that in my family. That's a real story. They will turn on you.
I did that one time with my friend. I was like, man, I don't know about her because I remember seeing her at the club a lot, being with other dudes. I said it one time, and he was like, okay. And I left it alone. And we still friends to this day. Just say it one time. If they don't get it, let them, they're grown. They'll learn.
I had a friend that I want, and she stopped speaking to me for a moment. But sometimes people got to see for themselves. And once she spoke for herself, then it was like a different conversation. And I just want, and that was when I was young. After that, I knew not to do it again.
But a lot of times people will wake up. They just got to do it in their own time, and it might take 20 years, but they're gonna do it in their time.
One more thing about like the peas. It ain't just man peas out there. It's woman peas out there too, and they know, and it's more woman peas in Hollywood because when you 45 years old, and if you're dating at 18, 19 years old, even if they 21 years old, you might not be a P because they grown, but technically you showing what you want. You don't want nobody like closer to your age. You want a man, a little boy, for you can control them. But I'm just gonna leave it as that because people, they don't talk about that. It's a lot of these boys that's in Hollywood that's messed up now because these women that came along with them and did things they had no business doing to them, and they don't even know how. And then when they get sick of them, they go move to somebody else. And these women and these dudes, they grow up hating women because of that. And it's nasty if you think about it.
This is true. Most of them don't learn from wisdom, usually by lifing on them. I get it. And it is true. Sometimes people got to see things for themselves. You could tell them, but sometimes they need their own confirmation to get out of the situation.
And some of them still, and some don't. How many women? They older women too, way older than us, and they still with their husbands from back from the 60s or whatever when they got married to them, and they still together regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's our times. People just still never get it. So
yeah, some people just stay.
They just stay for whatever reasons. It could be it's a whole lot of different reasons, but
because they feel comfortable. They feel comfortable with them because if they move on to try to find somebody else, they really don't know that they don't want to go out and find somebody else. Because if you've been, I'm not condoning this, but if a woman been with a dude since elementary school, middle school, high school, and they've been together for 40 years, it ain't that easy to be like, okay, I gotta find somebody else. It's gonna take a while because they've been with them for a very long time.
Especially in this day and time, 2025, is the pickings is slim out here, so it's not easy to find somebody. So sometimes, I mean, unless there's abuse going on, then I say get away, do what you for that. But otherwise, if it ain't that deep, look, you might as well just try to hang in there. And I might be wrong for saying that. Some people don't get mad, but I just because I'm like, the pickings is slim. It ain't out here. It ain't just easy. Like, because it ain't easy out here, especially like you got to be something special to find somebody. Because nowadays it ain't easy to just find somebody like that, like it used to be. There's a lot of neither right. It's a lot of piss in the dating pool. Piss, boo boo, vomit, vomit, everything in there. It's all kind of stuff.
Poo and vomit in the dating.
Yeah, it's everything. It's everything.
It's just dirty. You got it's like a whole bunch of sludge in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like Tamika said, that's why I'm single. Look, Tamika always talk about how her better half was so great and everything, and she probably felt like she ain't gonna find nobody else that live up to his standards. So I'd rather be by myself. I get that too, and I'm fine with women who feel like that. Like I don't want to be bothered with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be bothered if I'm not gonna get what I had before. Sometimes you can find love the second, third time around, but not always. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just depends.
And there
It
we
just
go.
depends.
And they go and that's what right on time with LL Cool
Well,
J.
we're gonna
Mhm.
segue into this. These two been together for what it was like 22 years, something like that.
Since
But
they know each other since they were 14, 15 years old.
yeah, so they were we'll say basically high school sweethearts, childhood
Right.
sweethearts.
Childhood. Hmm.
So it was a post on Instagram. I'm just setting everything up, y'all. So let me get to it. There was a post on Instagram where she discussed being with him that I want to share with you guys. And let me get that up.
Years ago. Todd and I got married in 95. His cousin Marion gave me this book called The Power of a Praying Wife. We have a tendency of praying and being like, Lord, change him. Lord, make him this way. Lord, make him that way. But the first thing that I read in that book was that you have to change yourself. You can't change nobody. You can have standards and you can have boundaries and all of that, but you can't change anybody. You can change yourself. And that's what I did. I changed myself.
What did you need to change about yourself?
Being flipped with the mouth all the time, going off about this, going, you know, just like
Being in around the way, girl.
yeah, being in around the way, girl. Right, exactly. And as you get older, you mature. I got to a point where women will come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, your husband is so fine. And I'll be like, girl, I know. You think I could get a picture with him? Sure, go ahead, go and ask him for a picture. Just don't be disrespectful. The disrespect, I can't deal with.
Right.
The disrespect, I'm at
Take off the
54.
hoops at that point.
54, I'm ready to
Right.
take off the hoop. I didn't.
All right, so
Mhm.
I just give y'all that little tidbit. What's y'all take on this whole thing? Because I read the book years ago
Me
with
too.
LL, and
Mhm.
he basically explained this. They dated for years. Dated, I think when right before they got married, she was suing him for child support, and then like it was like a big thing because he was messing around with Quincy Jones' daughter.
Mhm.
And he went back to her after that. So
But he never treated her wrong, Doug. I'm gonna let Inga go first, though.
no
You can go
you
first.
wanna start
Oh,
it
okay,
off?
okay.
I just
And he
think
messed with Quincy Jones' daughter after Tupac was gone. This was
Right.
after Tupac was gone because she was with Tupac first, and then but after Pac was passed on, then they started having a a little relationship or whatever.
that's when he had his TV show.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think it was called In the House or something like that, the
Yes.
TV show.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
a funny show. You can find it on. I think Max got all its episodes. I think either
It
Hulu
do?
or Max. It's either Max or Hulu because my son and I was watching them one day. Still, them episodes was funny. That was a good show.
Yeah, Debbie Allen was on that show too.
But I
Yeah.
start Debbie Allen, she's a genius, by the way. But and shout out to her. You want me to start it off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay. All right. Now you heard now, you know, respectfully, this woman is married because she is not bitter, jealous of her man's success. You know, she could just sit there and take care of her kids. And I'm pretty sure she could do other things. This, if you read her book, she's not just no woman that don't have no talent. This woman has talent, but you know what I mean? She chose to just sit there when she was young and now take it, you know, the kids and everything like that. She's not bitter. You know what I mean? She never said LL did anything wrong to her. So I don't understand why people are saying that, you know, LL did her wrong. LL did not do her wrong. Because if LL did her really, really, really dirty, they wouldn't be married right now. And this woman, this black woman right here, she don't come to me. She don't. I'm just. I don't know her. Like Inga said, we don't know these people. But the way how she think, she ain't playing no games. If she wanted to, if LL did her dirty and put hands on her, she would not sit there and take it. She probably would hit LL Cool J with a pot pan and leave him. The way she talks, she don't play no games. So for the people that saying that LL did her wrong, LL did not did her wrong, and y'all got to stop sitting there projecting bad energy on that man.
What you got to say, Inga?
Well, I'm gonna say this, that LL got signed with Def Jam when he was 16, 17 years old. And even though they were childhood sweethearts, you give any young person, especially a man, no matter the color of the skin, any man, a whole lot of money at 16, 17, 18 years old, and he traveling around the world. You know you're gonna have bitches throwing the panty drawers up in his face. You know his face gonna be buried down into the bushes. You know that's gonna happen. So I don't know if anybody talking about that time when he was 17, 18, 19, all through the 20s. Maybe he was messing around. Maybe he was with all the. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I was a big I still love LL Cool J.
Me too.
And I was a big LL fan when I was a teen. When he came out, I'm a teenager too. Okay, he was a teenager. I was a teenager. LL now ain't that far, and I think he like 57. I'm 53, so we both teenagers at the same time. Me and my girlfriend went to go see him. And when he came here in the DMV, we was ready to throw our panty drawers up on the stage. I loved LL. When I need love, and matter of fact, he brought a bathtub up on the stage, and
you want to run up there and jump
throwing the roses to the women. I was an LL fan. I would have look. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I would have given LL my pussy if he was up in the. Yes, I sure would have. You could clip this Moochie and put it.
God damn.
I would have given it to him. LL was all of that back in the day. Okay. He was all that back in the day.
You was gonna throw the panties on the stage and jump in the tub with
I would have jumped up in it too. Back in the day, I used to be trying to get backstage when New Edition came to town. Me and my girlfriend did do that. Now that's a
goodness.
Real fact. When New Edition came down, we used to try to get back. We tried our best to get backstage. I would have. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I mean, look, I'm telling the truth. I ain't always. No, that's why I can keep it real with me, because I'm not no damn angel. I've done shit. And so that's why I don't like when people come up here be not up here, but I'm talking about people on the whole internet streets be lying and acting like they Mother Teresa. You know what I'm saying? They Saint Mary or somebody or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Just stop being like that. But maybe at your age now you wouldn't do these things. But I'm saying back then, LL was all of that. He was the man. He was the man. He was the man with the ladies, and with men respected LL because he could go toe to toe with anybody. He's the battle rapper in the streets. So men liked LL as well.
Yes,
so
RC, he is from my neighborhood, so I'm trying to be tread lightly with this because I love LL.
So
LL
is he perfect? He probably was
before he was.
He probably was. When how LL be licking his lips, he probably was licking a whole bunch of lips back in the day. Okay,
top
but
and bottom.
Oh damn.
Top,
damn.
bottom, in between, whatever.
Top,
okay,
bottom,
this ain't after dark. I was about to go real after dark with. I was about to go real after dark.
Well, you already went to after dark when you said
I know. I'm sorry.
You went after. You said you throw the panty drawers down.
I would have. I ain't gonna lie. LL was the man. So yeah, it was just look, everybody had that. It was every era had somebody. Back in my mother in them days, it was Teddy Pendergrass. They would have jumped on the stage for him. So it was or Marvin Gaye. It was always somebody in that time.
Or Barry White.
Or Barry White, whoever. It was always somebody in that time.
On the stage for all of them.
Okay, hold up, Anthony is Wins. We're not about to have no LL hate up here. Okay, talking about LL is guy. I'm gonna ignore that person.
We gonna keep it.
I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Anthony probably don't know nothing about no
Teddy too.
Oh.
I'm gonna move. I ain't even gonna work. Move on. Anyway, all I'm saying is that LL was the guy. So he did mess around behind Simone back, did some stuff, but they have been married a long time. They are grandparents now. They're old. All their children are grown and older now. The children are married. Most of them, I think that at least their older children are married. All of them is grown. They grandparents. Why are people with those comments? If you go on that Shade Room post, and it's some people that some of us know went in there and was, she put up with all kind of stuff from him. Oh yeah, he took her through the ringer. How you know? Are you friends with Simone? Did Simone ever come out and say that he did this stuff to her? That he did this stuff to her? Did where you getting this information from? And so I don't know that he did, but if he did it. Okay, he did a long time ago.
Who
You know what I
cares,
love about
though?
some marriages is that you worked out whatever problems you had, and 30 years later you still together. To me, that's a real true marriage because it's no real
because
no
everything's not
relationship
going to be
ain't gonna have no
all
problem.
peaches and cream.
Yeah.
Marriages go through a lot of things where people want to stop communicating when they don't get their way. And I or either give up. I'll say it like that. Give up, stop communicating, things like that. But I just feel like if they work through it and she's not bothered by it,
why are you? And then going on there leaving all these comments and people would people was frying people up in there about jumping on. It's like, and most people were like, we want to hear good, successful I like listening to people who gone through stuff. They gone through their relationship things and they worked it out. And I ain't talking about abuse. I ain't talking about Ike and Tina Turner stuff. I'm talking about you had whatever ups and downs, financial, cheating, whatever the case was. And y'all seen how y'all worked it out some kind of way. And y'all still together after 30, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. I don't see how. And some of the people that's in them comments making comments, they ain't got nobody. They ain't got. I don't mean just don't have a man. You ain't got a woman. You ain't got a man. You ain't got a cat. You ain't got a dog. You ain't got nothing. And you making comments.
I feel like with this though, they made it through a lot of things. She went through a cancer. She's a cancer survivor. And I believe when that happened, I think that made their relationship stronger too, with her going through all of that. And
she got her own, man, Moochie. She got her own business and her own. She's a business in her own right. She got a beautiful line of jewelry. I would love to get some of her hoops and stuff. Her jewelry line is fire.
Yeah, she was doing the bandanas too, like back in the day when we used to wear all those bandanas.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yes,
bandanas and stuff like that. But that's something that Queens was doing, though. We was doing that, and she put it up like in Hollywood. I had one of my fancy bandanas that was bedazzled when I was driving.
Actually, LL wore one on. He wore one on In the House one time. That was she did that for him.
Oh, I'm glad. I don't want to hear about them no more anyway, Anthony.
But see, those are not relationships that we want to inspire to be like. Those are people that we don't want to be like.
They was never engaged. He was never engaged to or married. That's just that's reality show toxic relationships. And I'm a back and go on one thing, right? I did my homework. It ain't on no book, not on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, of LL Cool J wife saying that that he put her through some type of stuff. You know what I mean? So the comments on the Shade Room of giving grace and stuff. Why would we talking about giving grace when he ain't did nothing to her?
And talking about cheating in peace and all that kind of stuff. How do we know? We don't know any of that. Like, I don't know that he cheated. I'm saying, but I understand if he did.
They don't know this. They don't know that they just bitter because they don't have anybody.
There was infidelity there, like how you said, but I don't think it was infidelity like that. And this was all before they got married with all the infidelity. We don't like.
And even if it happened, even if it happened after they got married, I'm not giving nobody no pass for cheating, the man or the woman. I'm saying that you can get past these things. You can, but both parties have to want it. Both parties have to want to get past it. You know what I'm saying? If you work at it and you can put your family back together. So cheating is not a done deal for me. If somebody cheat one time, it's a lot of circumstances to what the situation is, you know. And that's just
it's been done before though. Like a family has cheated in both parties and they happily ever after. You know what I mean? It has happened.
Like I like the ending stories. Okay, so even if it happened in early on when they were young, in their teens, 20s, early 30, whatever. Now they 50 something years old, they almost 60. They grandparents, like, wow, you know.
I'm sorry to say this. I gotta say it, man. I'm taking it there. Inga, you gotta understand. Most of them people in the shade room are bitter. They don't have a. They never been married a day in their life. They got cheated on. They about 36, 34 years old. They not experienced. They like babies, and they can't. And if that happened to them, they'll crash out. You see what I'm saying? They want her to they want LL wife to crash out. Most of these women in the shade room actually is like, yeah, you should leave him.
Yes, I was gonna say, I was just
Yeah,
thinking that as you talking. I think sometimes some women will be happy when they see
they do.
if they see that some people are breaking up. They probably happy, you know. I mean, just like I don't know if y'all gonna bring up the Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, I was go
I
there.
know how Nita feel about it, and that's her opinion. But I'm saying, but just like that, like I'm not upset about it. Like, why are people mad if that lady is with this man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad you segue into that. Why don't you open up the story? Go ahead. I'm waiting for you.
oh, I'm just saying, I'm not mad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's just say he did do the things people saying. Let's just say he did.
Okay.
Like he can't turn his life around.
Do
Like
y'all
people,
think
I
people
don't
could
give nobody no type of grace at all. Like this, it's time to like, okay, let's move past it. Maybe he's changed. I don't know if he did anything. Like
Me
I
neither.
don't know if he did anything. And then why? So they don't. People, a lot of people don't believe this relationship is real. I don't see
Okay.
this on so many platforms. They think it's fake. It's not real. Like she just, I don't know.
Let
I don't
me.
know. I
You want
just
me to? You want me to take it for you, Inga, right quick? Because Inga cooking right now. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
just
interrupt it.
think I'm like, look, if she cool with him, why am I upset with it? Like I don't
Number
when I saw they got married or engaged, and I said congratulations. Good.
again,
Like,
I'm gonna
again.
ask you this, Detroit. Do you
Okay.
think that this was brought up because he got stuff coming out? It seems
yes,
like every time he's
Yes.
ready to come out with something, it's somebody that's throwing a monkey wrench in his
Oh
program.
yeah.
Do you
yes.
think
Yeah.
it's because of that,
Yes.
or do you think that I just feel like all of this was
No,
brought
is
up
that
because
movie? Is that movie which I went to go see myself?
I still
It
didn't get
was
a chance because I was sick this weekend. I wanted to
it
go see it.
is damn good, and he's starting to get his career back because he got offered again to do another movie,
I
and
heard an
and
action movie. Yeah,
I'm gonna say not y'all on the panel because y'all not rooting against him, but you notice, and it's really sad, man. I was telling Inga the other day, this is very sad, Moochie, that the ones. And yeah, they can get mad if they want to. The ones that sitting there talking about Jonathan the Major having a fake relationship and he did this to this white woman are black women. How y'all sitting there? White women don't even care no more. Even white people not even talking about this man. It's white people in the comments saying that he deserve another chance. It's white people in the comments that saying that, and it's our own people that saying he did that. See, I would see y'all up there sitting there. He getting a fake marriage. He getting another black woman. Why are y'all sitting there dogging this black man? It's over with, people. Give that man some type of grace. Let him rock.
and this is another thing too. Listen, I'm not saying it's okay to go around beating up a white woman. I'm saying that while everybody put the superhero cape on for this white woman, them white people are not going to be putting on no cape for y'all black women who when y'all getting y'all tail kicked by these men or whatever's happening to, they don't give a damn. They marching down the street. Ain't gonna be no rally up at the monument and all that stuff. They don't care. They don't care. So I mean, he was running the hell away from. All I go about what I saw. My eyeball saw him running away from the lady, and she
City
chasing
block.
him like she was a
City
track
block.
star.
Yeah.
City blocks, and she had high heel shoes on around.
No, I think
I
I
don't
think
understand why they want they protecting her, but they dragging this, they pulling her from the top step and dragging her down and making her head hit each step till she get to the bottom. trying to knock some
because
sense
she's
into her.
because she's a
I don't feel that way, but that's how some people feel.
because she's a white woman that got exposed to being the goofy, and now she might not ever be able to be in the industry no more. Nobody gonna want to work with her knowing that she's a drunk and she's an agent of chaos. That white woman is an agent of chaos.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put they put her on somebody else, because that's what I think. They put people around so you can get in certain situations.
They do, but somebody would be stupid.
Call me a mammy if you want. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I agree.
And it might be some. Look, I'm not saying this man is no angel. He probably has had a history of having anger issues. He probably may have been a little rough with women or something. It's something creepy about him anyway. I do say that. It's something kind of weird. Like he's nobody I would probably want to be around like that as far as like in a relationship.
Right.
But I don't know the man. So I'm just only going on looks. He always looked weird. I don't know him personally.
Now hear me.
Kind of weird. He looked kind of awkward, but he could.
I feel like they need to go back to separating the art from the person.
Now hear me out. Let me hear me out, ladies. For real. Just hear me out. If you know how today's is society, if you level up and you get into buying a studio or buying a network, things gonna come. They gonna have them pictures of you abusing a woman, either she black or white. When he went to court, they was looking for that type of information. That he ever abused another woman? None of that came up. They don't have. He never did it. Because trust me.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he never did anything because we don't know this person. But I'm just saying I'm not gonna say he didn't do it. There's no police record of anything.
They didn't want him to do no.
I'm never gonna say he didn't do anything. I
know they was talking about stuff about him in college, how he carried himself.
Inga, I looked at.
But I do agree with Nita that he's socially awkward. Like he might have be on a spectrum some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying.
Once women heal, they will be better on the other side. I ain't on hate. I want women to be safe and happy.
Me too, Nita. I agree with that. I really do. I mean, if this is not a good relationship, then she will find out and she will move on. But I just think like people should just, what they should do though. And I'm sorry, Detroit, I did cut you off.
Okay, it's all
thing, and I'm
good.
let you talk. What they should do, he shouldn't do no more interviews, no more social media stuff, no nothing. Just stay out of the social media. Do your work. Just do work.
Let your work speak for yourself.
Let your work speak for itself. Do work. You don't have to talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't, he got
to do interviews though. He got to do the interviews when it's time for him to promote that movie though.
Okay, he was begging her not to go to the hospital. It's gonna taint his image. I agree. And that whole thing,
he was begging her to go to the hospital because she was pissy drunk. Did you see the video?
Not to go to the hospital.
Yeah, because think about it. Hecky no.
Because if he goes to the hospital, then it would show. Then they would see the bruises on her arms, but they was tussling each other.
Yeah.
I don't think he was beating her up, and I don't think it was one way. I think they was tussling each other.
He called the police because she was drunk. You know what I mean? He was out there. And she was sitting. And she couldn't even walk. He called the police. It wasn't because he was scared that when she went to the hospital that they was gonna say, "Were you beating this woman?" He wasn't beating her. She never had a black eye. Now look how strong the dude is. I mean, the man is.
That's probably why he said don't go to the hospital, because you see this little scrawny little white girl, blonde hair, blue-eyed white girl, and I'm a big black man. It's not gonna go in his favor.
Yeah, we gotta stop the notion of this man of hitting. If he would have hit a multiple woman before he met this woman, this stuff would have came out in court when he was in trial. That's like we about to see some stuff come out. Them tapes and stuff come out when Puff get in trial. You think you heard about the stories now? They about to show videos, tapes, and everything. Once you hit trial, oh yeah, the defense team gonna make you try to look bad, and that's why Jonathan Majors only did. He didn't really do no time. That was just a waste of time. He should have been found out.
What did he end up getting? Moochie was like some anger management classes or something.
I think so, but it's still it's weird though. If she dropped charges and she not pressing charges no more, talking about it, how is this coming back up again?
My point.
Somebody and that's why Rolling Stones leaked that. Why that thing wasn't leaked long ago? Why they wait till his movie came out and then they want to leak it? So there's some powers that be behind it.
That was just that was done strategically.
It was.
And we gotta stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
Keep dividing us, even if you don't want to like.
If you don't want to support him, don't. I'm not making nobody like this man. I'm not liking nobody like any of these men.
Nobody like nobody.
Just don't. But what them?
You know.
But don't have a campaign going on about it all over TikTok and everywhere. People, he's and they okay and
man, we gotta stop playing with him. My favorite.
And then making Megan look like she crazy. I mean, maybe she is in love with the man. I don't know.
We know what it is. We know what it is. It's not y'all. Some women are mad. Black women are mad because he dated a white woman. Okay, he dated a white woman. Now he got him a sister. So what? So what?
It's no crime to be drunk, but only if you're driving.
Yeah,
right.
Only if you're driving. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's. Listen, I'm not trying to say I don't want people to get the notion I support anybody abusing somebody. Y'all know I don't. Y'all know I'm not crazy.
I feel like both parties need to keep their hands to themselves.
Yeah, I think women also too. But we heard LL wife say, I used to be mouthy and popping off at the mouth. You should. LL's wife just said this, and Mooch's played the clip. So sometimes we got to stop doing that too. Getting up. If you get up in a man's face.
Both parties need to take accountability for the stuff that they do.
Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. That's the number one thing right there. If you keep your hands to yourself, and for one, man, I'm just being honest, man. Y'all don't want to take this.
Neither talking about the guy who came out with Birth of a Nation. What that brother name was.
Yeah, they did the same thing to him.
I went to the movies and saw that, even though that movie is so hard to watch. It's on the list of movies I can't watch no more.
Nat Parker, that's his name.
Nate Parker. Yeah, I can't watch that movie just because of what the story is about. But they did that, man. I went to the theater, sat my behind in the theater, and got my popcorn, and I tried to support him because I just thought it was wrong. Because this is an important story to tell. The story on Nat Turner is a story that we should be talking about. It's a great story to tell. But the powers that be didn't want that story told. So let's bring up some stuff and drag it out and try to get people to not, I don't know. And I'm not saying he no angel. No, I don't know.
Ain't nobody no angel though. Me, I'm not an angel. You not an angel. Mooch, nobody. So when people be talking about be commenting like they perfect, no, you not perfect either.
That's where I'm coming from. That's exactly where I'm coming from about it. Hey,
I don't
Steven.
understand. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is saying Jonathan Major is perfect. But the man got clear. He did not get charged for abusing a woman. I don't know why woman, not saying y'all don't know why woman going on that train and making videos and talking about this guy, because that's not what he got a charge for. And if I'm Jonathan Major, if I'm seeing these headlines, if you're not saying allegedly, I'm suing you because you dirting that man's name. At least if you're going to do videos, content about him and dog him, make sure you have your facts.
They talk
straight.
As if they know facts. And
exactly.
it's not just a blog. It's all even on the YouTube people who do commentary on YouTube. They talk as if they have the facts on stuff. Like they was there. Like they talk like they know these people. Like they can call so and so on the phone. I remember that somebody, one of the content creators that we know, went on Snoop Dogg wife page and saying she was stupid for staying with, and then she got blocked. And I was like, you don't know this lady from a can of pork and beans. So why are you talking about it? And if no, oh no.
Y'all ready to go on to the next?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, I may even have a heart attack.
It's your turn to go on with this. Should I share the screen now?
What you got going on?
You put this down here. What's this that you got?
Oh Lord, yeah, I just thought this was.
Who's this?
Look, Erica Badu.
Oh,
Okay, now I did this for Detroit. So you might need, there's a whole lot of ass there for you, Detroit. Can you handle that?
It's flapping too.
Yeah, but some of that is hers, but not all of it though. We know what that is.
Lord, you know that ain't her.
That thing is flapping like a butterfly.
That you know damn well.
She getting it in.
Look, why she got why she got hair on her underarms?
She all natural.
I got no commenters about this.
I love me some Erica Badu now. I ain't got no hate on Erica. That's my girl. I done seen her live. And I know Nita love her to Erica Badu. I love Erica Badu. So I go, but I thought this was funny. I said that's a whole lot of things.
Whap, whap, whap.
And it's flapping, like you know what I'm saying. Oh my god. Yeah, she a natural girl. I mean, look, I ain't all that natural like that. Nah, I cleans my underarm hair. Ain't nah. That so
she getting it in.
She getting it in. And Lord
I
have mercy.
forgot about the other part that I wanted to tell y'all about this thing with LL. Did y'all know? This is just a fun fact because I read the book. When he broke up with Kadada to go back to his wife, when he went back to his wife and got married, she did some kind of, they said allegedly she did some kind of spell. He says it in his book. She did some kind of spell to his to his album, and then that flopped, and then he lost his TV show.
Dang.
I'm just saying. I don't, allegedly. Let me just keep that there.
Well, his TV show ain't really flopped. That shit just did about 3 seasons.
Yeah, it did a few seasons.
It was canceled. That's the word. That's the right word that I'm looking for. I apologize. So, anybody got anything else? We already covered all.
You look at this. Y'all know anything about this? Look at the share my screen thing. Y'all know anything about this? What's going on with Kanye with this mess here?
West goes off on Jay-Z, Pusha T, and John Legend and admits he made a mistake getting Kim Kardashian pregnant. What? Wait, hold on. Let me listen to this fool.
Let me see what they talking about.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because he's talking about them people. I seen that.
Yeah. Okay. No,
take it off.
Yeah, take it off, please. Don't do it.
Yeah, give it that.
Okay.
I'll go back and listen to it. Look,
but what the hell is he talking about? I mean, what? Okay, without giving us the names of the people he talking about, I mean, why is he talking about Jay-Z? What is he saying about Jay-Z? He's saying that, or at least what he said about Kim Kardashian. Why he glad to not? He wish he had gotten her pregnant. Let's talk about her.
He didn't, because he knows what I think he knows his life went like kind of out of whack once he got with her, but he loved his kids. That's all that's how I see it. He loved his children, but things, and he's opening his mouth telling a lot of stuff, but he's gonna be implicated with some things too. He's not. I
mean, she probably made a mistake by getting letting herself get pregnant by this dude, so
nah, she wanted the bag.
So well, that's true, and the bag and the notoriety and everything. It helped her too. It helped her.
One thing Kanye did do though, he still get a pick that swimwear, the where she got basketball players and WNBA players wearing. He got a piece of that in that company. Access. So that's about the only good thing he did.
And one last thing before we do it out of here. Did y'all see, or what y'all feel about them comments that Marvin Sapp said about locking the people up in the church for the $40,000? Or maybe
he said it was like $20, but I don't know, man.
No, he said the church needs $40,000. The church needs $40,000, and he said
come out until he collected that. He said
told the ushers to lock the doors, don't let people out until we get $20 from every. Because an additional $20 from everybody.
It don't look good on him.
I would have gotten up. You ain't about to keep me up in there. We would have been fight down to the ground.
The crazy thing is he should be good because that wasn't his church. He was in the conference. So basically,
do y'all think that I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't have
Yeah,
nothing nice.
yeah, you know something. I'm with Nate. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut
I'm gonna keep
because
my mouth
I know
shut
how
on
church.
this one.
I
don't
know
have
how
nothing
church
nice
people
to
are.
say. It wasn't on the docket.
Yeah, I know how.
And I'm
I
gonna
just
move
threw
on
that out
from it.
there. I know how church people are, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But we would have been damn
that's
fight
why.
down to the ground.
That's why I'm not about to say that. I'm gonna be up out of here because I don't want no smoke for them because they're gonna. Well, y'all being negative. Like I'm done.
Probably
Yeah.
so. And it is a bunch of them like that got that now.
No, when I went to
Some of them
when I went to go when I went to visit, go see my dad down in Florida, and I went to church with him. And if you didn't have no money to put into the basket on the envelope, they gave us the QR code so you can go to the Venmo. They got the Cash App and all that stuff. I said, dang, go, they making sure you get the money. They getting their money. They got Zelle. They said, oh,
Let
if you
me
ain't
ask
got the
y'all
money.
this. Do y'all think I didn't mean to cut you? I'm sorry.
No, I'm done with it. Yeah, I'm done. Go
I
ahead.
think this is done because now they getting ready to start charging churches taxes.
No,
Oh,
they've been doing.
really?
They've been
They
doing that
talk
though.
about it.
Ever since COVID hit, that church has declined because people still not
Oh,
going to
church
church at
has
all
definitely
time.
declined. They say like 75%.
Yeah, so some
No.
people just doing online service, so they got to do that because if they don't, they ain't gonna be getting no money.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
got to
watch my father's church online. His church down in Florida. I look at them on YouTube. They got a YouTube pay. I watch them and peek in and see what they talking about. But
And
that sucks. Yeah, I
and the
don't.
truth be told, they get more money when people like online is the biggest.
fire
When you do
before.
an online service, you get more money doing online service than you do to people going to church because you got people across the world that can sit there and
Right.
get money.
Right,
Yeah.
because my dad's church, they got people in watching from Africa, from the Barbados, from Jamaica.
Wow.
So they got missionary stuff everywhere, and that's why they stream. So
You got to
you're right. So they
stream.
are getting it. They are getting money from everywhere. And he don't even go to a big mega church, but it's still you got to they don't just rely on the people who show up and
No,
put money in the basket
because
no more.
the people could join the church online. You know what I mean? They could do that, and once you got a big online presence, you can have only 500 people in your congregation, but in person. But online, you might have damn near 4,000, 6,000 members
Right.
online
Right.
because online is the new wave.
But you're not about to tell me I can't get up and leave. No, we would have been fighting down to the ground. And like Addicted to Shoes said, I would have called the fire department.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. He said we took it out of context. The Marvin Sapp. But regardless, he said what he said. So
You can't take stuff out of context when it's on. It was video.
He tried to backpedal and pussy pop backwards about it, but that he took. But he but he said what he said, and no, that's why a lot of people don't be want to deal with these churches. A lot of them is fake, So, and I mean, it's a let's not even start with that Eddie Long stuff. I wish I had been on YouTube at the time when that Eddie Long scandal was going on.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah,
stories like that, but that's wild.
Yeah, that was wild.
All right, so we will be back in an hour to talk about Raising Canaan. So come back to the channel.
Yeah, we got the round table with the ladies.
We got the round table going on. So we're gonna have some foreshadowing moments. We're gonna talk about predictions and things of that nature. So thank you for coming through. And
good night.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.